noticed there's a ton of people, and it's cleaner than New York City. And I like it more than New York City.
Oh my goodness, just do it, just do it. Oh my gosh, you're killing my battery here.
It's really far down though. It's really far down.
It's not that far down.
It's really far. It's really far. Go for this. Where's closer? How far is it though? Like, I can't do it.
Just do it. Oh my god. It's never a video, or it's never a picture, so.
It's always a video?
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
Like make a video at the end of it? Or?
Probably.
Cool. Well, that's embarrassing. Don't put that on there.
Don't put that on there?
The Korean War Memorial was pretty interesting. So much of the history that we've been exposed to is definitely America-centered, and it was really interesting to see the history presented from a different standpoint, but also how much of their history also incorporates their past as well, not just the Korean War, but the history of Japanese control and their fight for independence from that.
Well, I can tell you that seeing a number on a page that represents the amount of people that died in the war is not as eye-opening as actually seeing giant stone tablets that list the names of every single person that had died. A lot of times when you're told about something or when you see something on the news or hear it in a book, it's not as, I guess, real, yeah, would be the word. It's not as real as what you think it is before you go, like when you go to one of these things, it kind of hits you and it's like, wow, this actually happened and all these people were affected by it. Kind of gives you a new perspective.
So it was pretty obvious when we got to South Korea how much the Korean War had an impact on their culture. So after the War Museum, pretty soon after that we got the chance to go to the DMZ, so we're all pretty excited about that.
I don't know. No.
And they're gone.
Yep, it's too late.
Yeah, the middle one, yeah, that is Berlin Wall, and you can see two clocks beside the Berlin Wall. That are the time of separation of Korea and Germany. Right inside, yeah, that is time of separation of North and South Korea.
He stands there 12 hours a day. We call him Bob because during hot and inclement weather, he'll start to bob around.
Who?
And if he has to use the restroom over there, he wants to go eat, he'll switch out with Steve. So Bob and Steve.
Oh, it's him? The North Korean?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you have 2 minutes left before the next period. Ladies and gentlemen.
Look outside the window, see the raised curve?
Just my friend.
Yeah, if you act
Okay.
like excited to, like you actually want to be here and talk.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
You want to know something that concerns me?
What?
There's only about 1 or 2 people that will actually sing with me on this trip, and everyone else doesn't join along.
Is there anything you'd like to say, Noah?
Hello. Welcome. Sorry. Nope. There's not. There's apparently not.
What did we do today?
What did we? There's important things happening over here, and you disrespectful children.
Listen here, sport.
I'm not your sport, pal.
I'm not guy.
Today we went to church at a Korean church. It was pretty cool. It was in the basement of some high-rise. And then we went to a show in, I think, Gangnam. That was pretty hilarious. It was a good time.
It's a hill or a fence.
Most funny moment would have to be when 3 or 4 of us attempted to all wash our clothes at once. So, yeah, there's a reason my mother has always done my laundry. We couldn't dry it after like a 2-hour cycle and we were leaving. So we just had this soaking wet bag full of clothing. And we had 3 soaking wet bags of clothing that we had to drag around through the subway, the train.
Halfway across Korea.
Halfway across Korea, we dragged these soaking wet bags. And to finish it off, we re-washed them in a bathtub.
In a love motel.
In a love motel.
Yeah,
So,
And how did you dry them?
and we dried them with the hair dryer.
And by hanging them through various spots throughout both rooms.
Yes.
I liked having the beach and the mountains and the city all together in one place. That's what I loved about it. The scenery was beautiful, especially when we went up in that tower and got to see everything. The harbor, the fish market was really cool. Everything about Busan, I loved it. It was just beautiful.
Need a manager.
I knew they would. I've been to a couple American baseball games, but I've never been to a baseball game like that was that intense. Their cheer section wasn't like... They only had 5 cheerleaders, whereas I don't think
baseball has any cheerleaders, really. Does it? No.
I have no idea. I would say no.
I don't think so.
What are we doing, Rachel?
We're going to a temple to stay the night and eat temple food.
Eat temple food?
Yeah,
And then
we're looking forward to it.
I mean, I'm not much of a fish person.
I'm not a big fan of this.
Oh, the fish is very good.
The fish?
Yeah, it's very good.
Really?
We went to go and see a team, a League of Legends team called SKT, and they are the best team in the world. Went to go and see them face off against another team called BBQ in their little summer split.
Make his way out comes the backside. The flashback. Contract's now in trouble. Baker pushing for a little bit more. Is he going to get the first blood here? That's it from Baker. Thresh is a pick that will not only enable any 6 or 5-man dive in the bottom lane relatively well with his poke and his ability to just lantern anybody in, but also really useful.
So what's your favorite part of the trip?
Me?
We don't know.
The most challenging part of this trip, I would say, is going from a like white male, Midwestern, like middle class guy to someone who's completely illiterate. I can say 2 words, hello and thank you. So I'm basically going from like a pretty good spot in America to a culture that I can't even communicate with other people. So yeah, it makes you feel pretty stupid sometimes.